I really wish I recorded in that moment.
Oh, were you not? I mean, hold up. My girl. I mean, I'll say it when you start recording. All right,
Okay,
I'll tell my
hey
story. I'll tell my
Alex,
story.
are you ready to record?
Of course, Kevin. I am always ready. I totally did not say anything without realizing that you were not recording beforehand.
Hello, and welcome everyone to the Blender Podcast episode 24. Today's date is October 21st, 2020. I'm your host Kevin, and today we're joined by Coral, Alex, and Jonathan. Before we get started into the topics, I might have to leave this podcast like maybe a quarter or halfway through, just for a little bit because we have this maintenance guy coming in, and if my roommate does not somehow enter the door, I'm going to have to answer it. So I will leave it to you guys to carry this episode on. You have the topic list in front of your eyes.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not.
You're
really
going to leave your own podcast?
Yeah.
If you leave, I'm not gonna follow that. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I mean, Alex, you're the official co-host of this podcast.
Yeah. So that means I choose what we talk about. Yeah.
You're the captain now.
We're gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about.
Yeah. You talk about your feelings. This is therapy squared. Sure. Okay. First topic. What should the title of this podcast be? Like, what I don't know what to. Normally, I really title everything after. Topic? Huh? Yeah, that's really the first topic. Oh. So I'm gonna leave it for you guys to decide right here and now.
Based on the topics, talking about our spooky feelings and opinions.
Spooky feels.
Spooky feels.
Spooky feels.
Spooky feelings.
Okay. I mean. That was pretty quick. All right, good job.
All right, cool. All right, what's up week?
So we did it.
So we're gonna do
topic.
What's up week. So basically, if you don't know what what's up week is you talk about your week and how it's going. It doesn't have to be this week. It could be any other week that's been relatively close by. So what the heck is up? What's up week? Who's gonna go first? Boom, Alex.
Of course, I'm going to go first. I had a lot of things come up this week. I'll start with my day today. So last night. I haven't been, dude. My sleep schedule's been like fucked the past 3 weeks. I've been only getting like 4 hours of sleep at night because I stay up till 4, and then I wake up at like 8 or 9, and then yeah. So last night I stayed up till 5 because I just couldn't sleep. I was watching Hololive because I'm a degenerate weeb. So I was watching Hololive live streamers up until 5 a.m. and I fell asleep. And I had an alarm go off at 8 because I had to drive for an hour and a half to go to see my surgeon for my jaw surgery because we have to do a pre-op appointment because my surgery is actually coming up in like 19 days. So
oh dang.
Yeah, Kevin, if you're free 19 days from now, I need someone to take me to the hospital.
19 days, I could request a day off.
Nah, I mean that's if I can't find anybody. Don't worry. But so I had to drive there, and I woke up at 8, and I was like, I don't want to fucking go because I'm way too tired. I called in, and they're just like, we could totally get you in later if you want to reschedule. And then there's like, how's November 4th? And I was like, no, isn't that 5 days before the surgery? And they're like, oh shit, it's for your pre-op appointment. It has to be like weeks. So the closest we could do is next Wednesday at 8 a.m. I was like, I'd have to wake up even earlier next week. I'm like, I'll just go today. And so the drive there was really like, it was awful. I was like drifting a lot just because, I'm tired as fuck. Yeah. And it was actually rather fast, but I was still having a tough time staying awake. And the drive back, I heard thunder and it started dumping rain for a bit. So I was like, I'm having a bad time. And then finally, I get on the highway, the skies are clear. And I swerve hella bad, almost into the other lane because I was looking and I saw this really, I'm fucking dumb. I saw this really pretty cloud formation. And I was just like, oh, wow, that's so pretty. I wonder what kind of cloud that is. And then I look and I'm halfway into the other lane without paying attention.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh fuck. So I have to quickly swerve back into my lane. I'm like, oh god damn it. So that was my day so far. And then I got home, I tried sleeping. I couldn't sleep because I was watching Hololive again. I mean, I wasn't watching Hololive instead of sleeping, I meant I couldn't sleep, so I chose to watch HoloLens. That's what I meant.
Good recovery.
That's what I meant. I wasn't prioritizing that over sleep. I couldn't sleep, so then I watched that, you know?
I get you, man.
Yeah. So like other than that, this week my girlfriend actually just texted me a few minutes ago that she found a Princess Jasmine costume because she wanted to try to visit Washington for Halloween, and it's still a definite maybe because it's very reliant on how like booked the flights are. But I'm still hoping. So I didn't know if I had to buy it or not because I was like, it was just very iffy. But now she has a Jasmine costume. I'm gonna buy an Aladdin costume. So I was gonna buy that like while we were recording, but I don't want to mute my mic in case someone wants to talk, and also I don't want to type because my keyboard's gonna be hella loud because it's bad. So I'll
Buy
just
it
do
on your phone.
Oh my god, dude, you're holy shit.
Fucking revolutionary, dude. Who are you?
Oh my god.
Actually, I have a bookmark on my Amazon.
Oh shit, man. God damn, dude. Who are you, dude?
Other than that, the past few weeks I haven't really left the house. I have been playing a lot of Smash again, Smash Bros. I fucking hate it. Because like I'm very confident with my skills. Like I'm kind of a cocky asshole sometimes.
Alex is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, but like when I go online and I beat people, I always try to be an asshole and like teabag and stuff.
Oh.
Just like fuck you, I'm better than you. Because everybody that beats me does it to me. So I'm like, I gotta do it back when I beat people.
Have you tried out Steve yet?
Fucking god, don't get. I was about to get started on that, dude. Steve is so fucking annoying to play against. I don't know what to do.
Bro, I've
I
lost
lose
my
almost
Smash
every
skills.
match.
He's so hard to play against level 9.
Dude, he's so hard. I go online and like I don't know how to play against him, and I'm just so confused. And I lose almost every match. And then I see them do that stupid Steve crouch teabag thing, and then I get even more angry. And then I'm just like, I need to put my Switch down before I like throw it against the wall. Like, it's so frustrating, man.
It reminds me of when Joker first came out and how I hated him because everyone used him and all those stupid moves.
I mean, isn't it kind of inevitable whenever there's a new character?
Yeah,
that's true. But, I think Min Min, like when she came out, people like her hype died pretty quick. I never get Min Min online.
I remember like during the Splatoon days, like whenever there's like a new weapon rotation that released, like that's all you would see for like the whole weekend, if not days afterwards.
I remember.
Just match after match of like that same weapon. It was so exhausting.
Oh fuck!
What?
I pulled up the Aladdin costume for Halloween, but it's from Party City, and this one's sold out. I meant to pull up Amazon. Fuck.
Is that all you'd like to share, Alex?
No, I'd also want to share that. I'm just, bro, I love you, man.
Oh.
I'm tired.
Alex gives me life.
When Alex is dying, he gives others life.
Like I always love being in an episode with Alex. It's always so entertaining and just so like pure.
I'm supposed to be on here more, but I'm either like away for work, or I either forget.
Oh my god!
A lot of the times it's been when you were on, you were like, there's been a couple times where Alex just harasses everyone.
I remember one of the last time, I forgot which one it was, where I was just being an asshole. I was just making fun of people and like making like one-liners on everything they said.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I did that. I was in a really weird mood. Something happened that day, and I don't know what it was, but something happened. I'm about to just listen to it after this to see like what happened. I'm just curious.
I'm pretty sure it's the one with Preston, but I don't remember what episode. He's been in like 2 episodes that I know.
Yeah. I forgot. I forgot. Someone said they didn't like Spam, and then they also said they were a cook. I'm like, I don't get how you're a cook when you have no taste. Because they don't like
Oh my
Spam.
god. That's so unnecessarily aggressive.
I know.
That entire episode was aggressive.
I don't know what came over me, but yeah, that's the end of my What's Up week.
Okay. I want to go next just in case this guy comes. I'm the
Man,
host, so
I really
need
want to
to
go next because my What's Up week is really uneventful.
It's
So,
okay.
okay, you go next,
I'll
Kevin.
What? Oh. So I bought a new Halloween costume. Keep an eye out on my Instagram. For those of you who do know my Instagram, I will not share it on the internet, but if you DM me, I will definitely share it. I'm keeping up a Halloween tradition where I make a video of myself in a costume. It's going to be... So last year, I did me in a burger costume, and I was a fresh burger. I had, like, tons of watches on my wrists, and I had, like, 2 gold
Oh my
rings on
god.
that said fresh
That's amazing.
and fat. So this time, I'm going to be a grilled hot dog, and I bought some gold grills for my teeth, and I'm going to do another video. Might post this to my professional social media just to have some fun.
I don't have Instagram, Kevin. Can you, like, send me a private link?
Yeah. And,
Thanks, bro. Can you just send me nudes?
No.
I'll try again next week.
Get them next time. I recently took my car to the dealership because I think my car is eating oil too fast. How to know is when you check your dipstick, when your oil goes below those 2 little markers, that means you should probably top off your car because those 2 little markers indicate a quart of oil, and I went under a quart, under 1,000, like around 1,000 miles. So that's not good. So I'm currently having an oil test done. So I have to drive like 1,500, 1,700 miles and bring it back to the dealership to see if it is eating oil too fast, which I'm sure it is. And if that's the case, I'm still covered by the warranty. So I might either A, get my engine fixed, or B, get a new engine, or C, I just keep topping off my oil every 1,000 miles, which I don't want to do.
Oh my god.
See.
How long does it take to cover 1,000 miles for one who?
Probably like I travel about 60 miles a day, and it takes about a month to get 1,000. So I asked Alex
that's not
earlier this for this weekend if he wants to like go out anywhere, so he could just kill some miles on my car.
Of course.
And stuff like that.
Of course.
And
is it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Keep going. I want to know more, but
no, you go. You go.
Will they only like schedule an appointment afterwards, or have they given you already like an appointment for your car?
So I've already they've already like they drained my oil. They put in new oil, and they're gonna determine if it burns their oil.
Okay.
Which I'm hoping it won't. So maybe we'll see.
All right.
But how I know it's burning too much. When I took it to my mechanic the first time to get it checked out before I bought it, he said he topped off the oil, and then intermittently, or I check the oil levels throughout the month, and I noticed it went below the recommended line. So I'm like,
right,
this is not good. It's eating oil a little too fast. But
it's not leaking anywhere, is it?
No, it was checked twice. There's no leaks.
Okay, nice.
I also went squid fishing with Alex and my boy Giovanni and Dakota. Shout out to the boys. We caught food for the boys. We were eating good that night.
Yeah, we were eating good.
Caught 1 small crab, caught a couple small fish, and caught 2 squid.
Did you make fried calamari?
We released them all back into the ocean.
What?
Wait, did we really release the squid?
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that. I thought we gave them to Dakota.
Caught 2 squid. Well, what is he gonna do with 2 squid?
I thought we were giving it to him because he said to his family that he was gonna come home with squid. So I thought we gave it to him like out of mercy.
No, he was like, I'd rather just come back with nothing than with 2 squid. It's somehow less disappointing, which I understand. But that's basically been my week, and then some. Jonathan, you mentioned you want to go next.
I mean, I wanted to go before you because I knew that there was no doubt that
It's
your
okay.
week would
You
be
can
more
go
eventful
next. Here
than
you
mine.
go.
I mean, I haven't been up to much. I guess I can't talk about the next topic just yet. But I guess like it's kind of like part of my What's Up week because I planned the next topic during my week, so I won't talk about it yet.
Okay.
I've been playing Among Us, and then what's really sad is that I'm playing Among Us with some people, and then Alex will come in the chat and he'll be like, "Does anyone want to play Among Us?" And I just got out of like a 3-hour session, and it's like, oh god, I really want to play, but I've just been playing for 3 hours. And the timing has always been like so terrible. Even like Coral came in today saying like how she wanted to play, and I'm like, I just got off the phone playing as well.
Please,
And-
mercy.
That was just like a general like at some.
No, I
point. Like,
know.
it didn't need to be right then.
Of course, I know it wasn't. But I just felt bad because it's like, oh, I could have played, but I can't. And Among Us is great. I mean, like, I think it's worth the hype. Honestly, like
Yeah.
seeing the videos of it, it's like, what is this game? It doesn't make any sense. And then you play it and it like clicks and it's like, okay, this is great. This is worth everything. And it's so affordable. It's uncanny.
Yeah.
And I've been making new friends thanks to Among Us.
Hell yeah, dude.
And yeah, like a friend has an Among Us server and they invited me into that server, so I've been making friends thanks to the video games.
Right on.
See, Mom, I'm not a violent person as you think video games would make me. Video games are making me friends on the internet.
Yeah, older friends looking for younger people.
Stop.
I'm
Stop
I,
right
I mean, this will make me sound terrible, but I'm usually always the oldest in every group, and I hate it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. When I was playing, like last time, I had a session with my girlfriend and some of her friends, and they're like very new, and also my girlfriend's pretty new to playing it. So I'm like, I'm out here with the optimal strats, right?
Oh yeah,
And we were playing, and there's this dude, I forgot his name, but like they were really cool. They were like really active and typing and stuff like that. They were just really cool. And I was like, yo, I need more friends to play Among Us, right? So I was like, hey, dude, like, do you got Discord? I could add, I could totally like add you to like my Among Us games if ever if you like playing or something. He's like, oh yeah, hold up, and then he leaves.
Yeah.
And I
oh
was
my
like,
god.
oh, fuck, I scared them away.
Fuck.
Or they might have accidentally quit out the game. Like, I use the same monitor for my Switch and for my computer, and the amount of times that I've like just quit out of a Discord call because I forget that I'm using my computer for Discord and to go play a video game is ridiculous. Like, it's embarrassing how many times it's happened to me. So that's what might have happened to him, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I can't talk to my best friend anymore."
It's a Sunday.
I also got a haircut after like all of quarantine,
Ooh.
Ooh.
and it's relieving, man. Like,
Jealous.
I had so much hair, and even before quarantine, I needed to get a haircut. So it's been like all the months before quarantine, plus all the months of quarantine, and I mean it was scary. Like, you know, cases here in Montreal and in Quebec, well, not in Montreal, but in Quebec, are going up, and you see that on the news, and it's hard not to think that it might be influencing your city as well, even though you check and it's not. And, you know, but they kept it safe. You know, they make you wear the mask, and they're wearing the mask, and there's not a lot of people in the salon, so that's nice and reassuring. So that's my What's Up week. Coral, what is your What's Up week? I am now the host of the podcast.
I don't think Kevin typed that in the. I think he typed something else, but hey.
No, it's clearly me.
I don't. I
Oh
mean,
my
I
God.
may read at a 4th grade reading level, but I can clearly read that that's not your name.
No, it's okay. I'm the host now.
I
Alright,
can't
Coral.
believe that my own boyfriend would abandon me with you rascals. Fuck. What's going on? That's
What
my
have you
what's up
done
week.
this
It's
week?
just-
Tell us.
My what's up week is let me think. It was my roommate's birthday, so we celebrated that.
Ooh.
And I cooked a lot of food. I was cooking for like 5 hours straight on Saturday.
What did
was
you
fun.
make?
Was that for the the birthday or something?
Huh?
Yes, it was for the birthday. I think that's what
Yeah,
she
it was for the birthday.
insinuated.
I'm just trying to get all the facts.
I made like mac and cheese, sliders, homemade salsa. What else did I make? Tacos. And I think that was it.
And you did this all by yourself?
Yeah, because Kevin I'm glad that he's not here to defend himself. He had like a really bad allergy. He had like a really bad allergy attack on Saturday.
Oh no.
Because he's really allergic to my cat, and I think some air in his mask, and I think he like breathed it in, and so he like died on me, and he was supposed to help me do it all day, and then he like laid in my bed for like 6 hours and was just like dead. And I kept coming to like check up on him and like bring him water, and he kept being like, I'm so sorry, I feel so bad. And I was like, it's okay, it's fine. And then but internally I was like, God damn it, I need him.
That fucking sucks.
I always forget Kevin has cat allergies.
Yeah, and it's funny too because like my cat loves him, like they're like BFFs. And like my cat constantly wants to like sit on his lap and like lay on his chest and like all that kind of stuff, and like wants to like cuddle with us in bed, and like poor guy just doesn't understand.
I think the cat is aware.
I feel like he kind of knows like that it's like a forbidden romance, you know? But yeah, poor guy, he so badly wants to be Kevin's friend, and Kevin does let him like cuddle with him on his chest and stuff, but then he'll sneeze for like an hour straight. But anyway, so there was that. Currently, I've been just working. I work from home, so I'm just doing that. And then, unfortunately, we are having a COVID scare in my apartment, so I am currently stuck in my room for the next few days. So that's fun.
That's normal for me. So
yeah, so that's about it. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week. I was supposed to go to Portland this weekend, but obviously I can no longer go because we are having a COVID scare. So unfortunate, but that's
all right.
I hope you'll be safe and nothing bad happens.
Yeah, my roommate just woke up this morning with like a lot of congestion, and he's had a headache for like 3 days. And I was like, it doesn't sound like he has COVID, but like I'm not gonna take any chances. Like he's not like coughing or anything, but I was just like, I'm just not gonna take chances.
Is it a cough or is it COVID? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is terrifying now,
dude. Right? I was telling my mom the other week, I was like, this pandemic has fully turned me into a germaphobe. Like I'm going to be a germaphobe for the rest of my life now because of all of this.
At least until like everything calms down. You figured it would have calmed down more by now, but no, it's just been like people are saying it might get worse. So
people are selfish and refuse to quarantine for 2 weeks straight. But you know where they figured it out? New Zealand, and they have like no COVID cases anymore. You want to know why? Because they all quarantined for like 2 weeks, and everything was fine.
It's so easy. I don't understand. Like,
because people
literally all they're telling you to do is just do nothing. I
mean, I don't know. Some people might not be used to that. I mean, I'm used to it, but like some people just like I don't know. And also
they get stir crazy. Yeah.
And also, people might take it as a political standpoint, being like, "You're taking away my rights by forcing me to do so and so, wear a mask and other crap like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, but like, also you're just making it worse for other people if you don't follow some rules. You're going to make it last longer. Also, you might expose yourself. Even if you say you're not afraid of getting it, there are still other people that are at risk. So
people are selfish."
Also, yeah. Also, the people who are like, "Oh, I'm not afraid of getting it because like I'll be fine." It like has almost killed like perfectly healthy people. It has killed perfectly healthy people. Like you could be like I remember reading the story about a guy who was like a full bodybuilder, and he was like probably like the healthiest dude in the world.
Yes, I saw the
And
same story.
yeah, he lost like all of his muscle mass and like everything. And he went from being this like huge buff dude to this like skinny twig in like a couple of weeks, you know?
Right.
So, like,
And then your
Woof.
lung capacity is fucked, and
Yeah.
something.
yeah, we don't know the
Sorry.
long-term effects.
Yep.
No, you're fine.
Something that like I guess it's not reassuring, but like this is not a uniquely American problem. There's same thing like everywhere where people are not wearing masks. It's a thing in Canada. We've had anti-mask protests here. There's issues like in Europe about being anti-mask, that they think it's the government controlling them. So it's not a uniquely American problem, if that's any reassurance to you guys or anyone listening.
I actually thought it was just America being America.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly America being America, and then there's others around the world that's like, we want to do that too.
I've seen there's like some protests in like Eastern Europe and stuff too. Like every time the governments over there like try to like impose new sanctions, people get like really pissed off. So
Yep.
yeah, there's dumb people everywhere, but they happen to be highly concentrated in the United States.
Coral, did you want to say anything else about your What's Up week?
No, but I did watch the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez Twitch stream last night where she played Among Us.
Wait, what is
and so AOC streamed on Twitch last night to 400,000 concurrent viewers, which is insane. And she played Among Us with like a bunch of streamers. And it's honestly I only have about like an hour of it left because I was just watching the VOD. But it's like pretty good. I highly recommend it.
It's I know I'm not that much older than you guys, but it's wild that AOC is like my age.
What?
She's a congresswoman. Like she's
Jonathan,
I think
how
she
old
just
are you?
He's 67.
I'm 27.
Oh.
Wolf, dude.
I'm 27. I think AOC
okay.
feel like she just turned 30.
Yeah,
She was
I think
definitely
did.
elected when she was in her late 20s.
Right on.
Right on.
All right, we'll move on from politics.
Hold on,
Kevin is here to take over again.
Yeah, hold on. Before we continue to the next topic, I have this quick question. So like, y'all ever shower?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Regular.
You know, I try to do every day.
You get out of your shower, and then like 10 minutes later, you smell like sweat. Does that happen?
No.
That's been happening to me so much. I shower, and then like I'd like get out of the shower, I wear new clothes, and like chill in bed, and then I like smell my pits. I'm like, what the fuck?
It might be your clothes. It might smell like mildew in your washer or dryer.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Because like I had that issue a while ago, and I fixed it.
Did you?
Um,
Or did you
yes.
become nose
You
blind?
might.
No.
Oh my god.
So
You might- Alex,
Oh.
you might need a more like detoxifying soap.
Yes.
There, I don't remember. God, what is
I
it called?
use Dove.
Fuck. There's a specific type of soap because there's just some people that just cannot get rid of their body odor, and it's like not your fault. It's just like something about your skin just like holds it in. And there's a specific. I'm gonna Google this. Hang on.
It's pretty racist,
There's-
actually.
Oh my
There's-
god.
There's certain ingredients in soaps that help break down those compounds better, and so the smell goes away. Also, to piggyback on Coral, you might maybe just need to like get a stronger deodorant. I know it sounds stupid, but like sometimes it like happens to me as well, and I just put on deodorant and it's like gone.
Okay.
And I wear pretty strong. I wouldn't say strong. It's like natural, and what's nice about it is that there's no like gas or anything like that. Like it's not like what's like Axe? What is it called? Like a compressed can? It's just like a spray, which is really really nice, and it has a high alcohol concentration,
Sick.
so it also helps dry out your pits a little bit.
I gotta put like vodka on my armpits. I got it.
Oh my god. This
I don't have any, but I'll buy some.
totally related but unrelated to alcohol and this conversation.
Oh my god, this podcast is going off the rails.
This poor girl in one of my comm classes in college, she had a hard night out, and you could smell it in her breath. But obviously, being nice, we're like we didn't tell her anything. And then this dude in our group, she mentioned she was yeah, I had a hard night partying and stuff like that. And this dude's like, yeah, I know, I could smell the vodka off your breath. And she covered her mouth.
Oh
Like,
my
oh my god, Alan, what the fuck, dude?
Like, Jesus, chill. I can't figure out what this is called. I saw it on Reddit the other day. If I come across the post again, I will send it to you.
Speaking of which, Alex, I have a question for you.
Of course.
Actually, I have this. So, when you're out internet shopping and stuff, you often run into high prices. Do you ever have that problem?
Not really.
Never
Oh
mind.
no, not this again.
I was
So-
like, I'm not gonna let you have it.
I was gonna make you do it.
Oh no.
Alex, I
Um,
sent you a link. Okay, bye.
Thank you, because I'm stinky.
Stinky boy.
I'm a stinky. boy.
Kevin and I have an inside joke where literally he'll just like walk around sometimes and he'll be like, I'm stinky. I'm stinky. And I'm like, you're not. I'm good. Because one time I told him that his breath kind of smelled like. I told him one time that his breath kind of smelled and that he needed to go brush his teeth because he ate something like particular, like oniony or something. I was like, you need to go brush your teeth. And then ever since then, now he just walks around and goes, I'm stinky. I'm stinky.
I really expected this to be like a honey joke, but this is also fine.
What do you?
We're like,
We're
every day.
sponsored. I don't know why you guys think it's a joke.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
Because I've actually
we're not-
tried
we're
to
not
go
gonna let
on
you have it.
If we don't
honey.com
say
slash
it, if we don't say it, we're gonna lose
blender
it.
and it doesn't work.
That's because you're typing in the wrong. Like Blender is spelt funny.
BL3ND4R.
Yeah,
So,
it changes every now and then too. So you gotta watch out for that.
Moving on to the next topic. We're already like halfway through our allotted time. It hasn't even been like the third topic or something. It's Halloween. What the hell are you guys doing? I mean, Alex and I already kind of talked about what we're gonna do. We're obviously
All right, I'll go first.
with COVID not going trick or treating, or we're also too old to go trick or treating. But
Don't say that.
just gonna leave a bowl of candy out for the kids who do. But anyways, Jonathan, take it away.
I'm watching a movie with a friend called Over the Garden Wall. We're gonna watch it on Zoom. And have you guys heard of Over the Garden Wall?
Have not.
Yeah,
I just
it was
started
on
watching
Cartoon
that.
Network, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
it.
that one. Yeah.
Well, with
Wow,
Elijah
we
Wood.
just watched it.
I know. I forgot.
It's phenomenal. I'm trying to make it a tradition to watch it every year for Halloween. I did it last year, and this year is year number 2. So hopefully that tradition continues because I don't go trick or treating anymore. Speaking of trick or treating, I'm really mad about trick or treating because, as some of you know, I'm a little person, so that means I'm pretty short. And a few years ago, my mom got rid of all like my old Halloween costumes from when I was a kid.
Oh.
But the thing is that they would have totally still fit me,
Oh.
and
Oh,
I just keep having these ideas of I wish I still had them because then I would just put on a mask, no one would be able to tell that I was an adult, put on a hood, and just go trick or treating, and no one would know. I would do like this fake voice, and I would just get free candy, and I would get away with it.
yeah,
But my mom ruined my dreams by getting rid of my old Halloween costumes.
You go up to a door, like try to make your voice high pitched, like, "Trick!"
Exactly.
And then like I don't know if they give you candy though, because like, yo, this kid's got COVID.
Where's your mom?
Ew, dude.
I don't know. I'd just
Right?
be walking around the streets with no parent. Everyone would be concerned. They would be like calling the police.
Yeah,
They're
ask
like, no, I'm an adult. It's fine.
ask one of us to follow you around.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Every year I get salty about that my costumes are gone because I could have just gotten away with trick or treating
Next year, maybe.
next year.
We got them next time, boys. Yeah. Coral, you wanna?
I'm hanging out with you. Whatever you said is my Halloween plan.
Oh, I said I was just gonna leave a bowl of candy.
That's not
Oh.
very social distancing like.
Yeah, honestly.
Like, hanging out with other people. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be like staying home and like
Oh my
not
God.
seeing other people. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna tell Trump.
Oh my God.
Fake news.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Uh,
gonna tell
Kevin-
Obama.
oh my God. Kevin and I might drive out to Mount Rainier if the weather is good. That's our Halloween.
Ooh, I've heard of Mount
Ooh.
Rainier.
I'm not that close. I mean, I'm a good come see me.
Is Sari gonna
Do
be
it.
there?
It's a definite maybe. It's a definite maybe because it relies solely on if there are empty flights, not empty, but like if there are open seats.
Where does your girlfriend live?
Utah.
What's her credit card?
Oh my God.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Social? Okay, right on.
I said it so fast you couldn't hear it, but like yeah.
Um,
Right on, bro. I hope you get to see your girlfriend, even though it's like not social distancing. So like,
Oh my God.
gonna tell Obama.
Also, in Kevin and I's defense, we started wearing masks to like the grocery store like way before it was ever required. So, in our defense.
checkmate, Trump.
Wow, look at these fucking hipsters. We were wearing masks before it was cool. We were wearing
Well, I
masks
forced
before everyone was
Kevin to
dying.
do it.
Is that all we have to say about Halloween?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. Number 4. I think.
What is this, a countdown video?
It is 4, yeah.
This is what's something you guys are very knowledgeable at that you can explain, like very briefly to the audience?
Kevin's body.
Oh my God. And it doesn't have to be
Whoa.
something
Whoa.
that you're like 100% knowledgeable in. It could be something like you're interested in, like video games, drawing, clouds. I'm just throwing out hints. I don't know. For instance,
Maybe you just let us answer, Kevin. Like,
oh my God.
you don't need to hold our hand through everything. We're like adults.
Oh, dude.
All right, dude.
I mean, not that I mind you holding my hand, but like,
Oh God.
come on, dude. I'm a big boy, man.
I'll let you guys go first.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. It pertains to my career, so I feel like I'm not crazy knowledgeable, but I know a decent amount about pastry,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of pride myself in being able to like break down like something that I'm explaining to someone when I know a lot about it, and I might have the tendency to use more complicated terms or words or whatnot, and where I'll like throw something at someone, they're like, I don't know what that means. So I kind of know what to expect if someone's gonna understand what I'm talking about or not. And I feel like I'm pretty good at breaking down the complicated aspects of pastry for someone who might be daunted by it or overwhelmed, because I know like a lot of people are like, oh, if I do too much, I'll fuck it up. And it's like, no, just take a deep breath, chill out. You're gonna be okay. Just follow the directions, and there's no way you're gonna mess it up. And I feel like I feel like I've helped a decent amount of people like get a little confident when it comes to baking and even cooking, where people are just like, I don't know what to do, and it's like, oh, it's pretty easy. Just do this, this, and that, and like they gain the confidence with it when they realize it's not as big as they're making it out to be. So pastry is something I really like to talk about and share with others, and it means a lot to me whenever people not buy into it, but like listen and try to take something out of it when I'm explaining things to them.
Jonathan, would you give Zoom pastry classes?
Man, if I had a better kitchen, yes. My kitchen is just weirdly shaped. I still live at home. And I don't need like my parents being like, oh, I'm just getting something out of the fridge. I'm just getting like something. And then like my parents will like yell at each other. I'm like, I'm on Zoom.
Mom,
but like
Oh
if
my
I
God.
trying to talk to my audience.
Oh my God.
If I lived on my own, I think that would be fun. Like I would absolutely do that. That sounds exciting. I always wanted to kind of like do a YouTube channel because I feel like there's not enough disabled people on YouTube that are doing just like normal things. Like, don't get me wrong, like I appreciate and admire people who are disabled who are doing like they're doing videos about their disability and they're raising awareness. But I feel like there's not enough people that are disabled that are just doing regular things that don't pertain to their disability whatsoever and just show them in a normal light that, oh, just because you're disabled doesn't mean that you can't do this and that. But I do not have the space to do a YouTube channel. Maybe one day. It's something that's always been in the back of my mind.
Right
Speaking of being disabled, October is Dwarfism Awareness Month.
Okay.
So like if you wanted to do like an offshoot podcast with me, that would be pretty cool where you could like ask me some questions, but you don't have to. It's totally fine.
You don't have to, but you'd be an asshole if you didn't.
Oh my god.
No, you would be an asshole.
Oh my god.
You would not be an asshole. If it doesn't show up, Kevin is not an asshole. It's fine. It's just an idea that
He's not an asshole. He just doesn't care.
Where is this sass coming from? Go back to bed.
I'm sorry for the situation that I put you in, Kevin.
Sorry, I was just making a joke. Sorry.
I mean, if you wanted to like delete one of your topics and like ask me a question, that'd be pretty cool. But no,
Yeah, don't put this on the recording, but like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, pastry, talking about cooking and trying to give confidence to people who are unsure of themselves in the kitchen is something that I feel like I'm pretty good at.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
What
about you, Kevin?
Oh, I was going to suggest someone else, but I'll go. So ever since I got my first car
Nice.
when I graduated in 2019.
That's high school, everybody.
Yes. I got a Jeep and it was a rear wheel drive. Rear wheel. Have you tried to say rear wheel like fluidly?
Rear wheel. Oh god, I thought I was gonna like nail it on the first try, and you were gonna like look dumb. Now I look dumb.
That's happened to me so
Rear
many times.
wheel. Fuck.
Anyways, it was a rear wheel drive Jeep only. Normally, Jeeps and the people know them for, they're known for off-roading and all that. Blah 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 blah. Mine was just a rear wheel. It was like not a Wrangler. It was a Liberty, but it had that off-road trim. It had that off-road look. It had off-road tires. I was like, man, I really want to go off-roading, but I really can't because it's not safe to do it in this type of vehicle. Now I'm not talking about climbing rock quarries or climbing up 90-degree inclines. I'm just talking about taking it off-road and doing a little more than your regular sedan can. Maybe getting a little into like driving into creeks and stuff, like water fording and all that. Maybe a little mud bogging. I don't know. But I got really knowledgeable in off-roading. Like I could tell you, yeah, you got to tire down. You got to put your tire pressure down when you're going on sand, rocks, and blah blah blah. Oh, you got to put on four-wheel drive lock, or do you have rear sway bar differentials or whatever the fuck. I consumed a lot of off-road knowledge through like YouTube channels and reading and like how to pimp out your car and what your car can and can't do, and I haven't gone off-roading yet. But
have you just not had the time, or is your car still not capable really of doing that?
So the car I did buy, it's pretty capable. It's just a matter of fact I have to get my title and my plates in the mail, and that takes like 6 to 8 weeks. And I just got approved for everything like last week, and I've had this car for like a month, and the process like takes forever. But after I get those in, I'm gonna slap that on my insurance, and then I'm gonna go out and drive to Ocean Shores, which is a local beach on the coast of Washington, and drive on the sand for fun. Because it's really recommended you have a 4x4 vehicle or all-wheel drive vehicle.
Tell you to not drive on the sand because your vehicle could sink.
Oh, well, the beaches here, the sand beaches here on the coast, they're like really hard-packed sand. It's not loosely packed.
It's not the fun sand to run in.
Yeah.
It's the type that you can actually like stand and not like
drowning.
and just have a bad time.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna drive on the beach, and then after that, I'm gonna go to my cousin who lives in an area that is there. There's a lot of trails you can go to, and we're just gonna go trail riding together. So that involves
Just go
getting
to
my car dirty.
Poo Poo Point, Washington.
Poo Poo Point Trail. That is a real trail. It's not too far from Seattle. But yeah, I just yes.
I have a video of I was filming a Snapchat one time and I have a video of my discovery of finding out that Poo Poo Point is a real place because someone in the background goes, "Oh my god, do you guys want to go to Poo Poo Point?" And I look up and I go, "Poo Poo Point?" And just the shock and awe on my face is just immeasurable.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I just know a lot. I would say I'm not an expert by any means. I know the basics. And if you were to go off-roading, always bring a buddy along if you can. Ideally,
So-
if they have another car too, where you can both trail each other and pull each other out if needed. But yeah,
So you guess you could say that you're like a good like jumping off point, like to like introduce someone to it, and then like they would take that information and like kind of run with it.
yeah, and we'd run together into the sunset and leave America.
That's cute.
And
It would
drive
be with
into the
Alex,
ocean.
right?
No.
If
Oh.
it wasn't with me, I'd probably.
Oh my god. Who would like to go next? Coral? Coral?
Sure.
Coral.
Oh my god. I can hear you. So sorry if you can hear my cat snoring in the background. He's snoring really loudly in my bed. But I mean, because I'm not going to disclose exactly what I do, but I do work in the video game industry, so I do know a lot about the ins and outs of the video game industry, and like how video games are made and marketed and stuff. But I'm not going to get into that because that's just going to give away where I work.
I
But
have a question.
sure.
Is Master Chief going to be in Smash?
I literally don't know that, and I couldn't even tell you if I did.
So you're just keeping it a secret, okay?
But anyway, so I'm not going to say video games because that's kind of a boring answer. But I did go to college for 4 years to study photography, which ended up being a useless degree because I did not become a professional photographer. But I thought I was going to be when I went to college. I thought I was going to be a professional editorial photographer for like magazines, and like I wanted to go work for like ID magazine and like those kind of magazines doing like editorial work of like musicians and stuff. Like that was like my main goal. And I chose to not do that. And I got really burnt out on photography, but I know a lot about photography, like anything about like digital photography, film photography, video production. I'm not a great video editor, but I'm very knowledgeable about like the ins and outs of cameras and photography and all that kind of stuff.
Which kind of camera do you usually shoot with?
I have a Canon something. I honestly don't even remember what camera I have. It's been so long. But I normally shoot with all Canons. And then I have a couple of different film cameras.
Are you on a full frame or are you on a crop sensor?
I am on a crop sensor.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but wow.
Yeah.
I know what she's talking about.
Wow.
I think it's a crop sensor. But yeah, I would like if I were ever to go back into photography again, because I just like I've hit a point of like burnout where like I just have no desire to like ever go back. But like if I did ever like feel that itch again, I would probably want to go into mirrorless cameras. Because I feel like
that's
that's just the
what
future.
everyone's saying is to go into that, and
I feel like that's just the future of photography now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that's my answer.
can I keep
I've
talking
taught-
about photography?
Yeah.
I've taught a lot of people like how to use like ISO and like all that kind
It's
of
so
stuff.
rewarding to finally learn what everything does and like to take a good picture.
Yeah.
And
People don't realize there's so many buttons.
yeah. And I don't know, photography is really rewarding at the same as well. Like, you learn how to take a good photo, and then like you can never go back to like just like shooting automatic or anything like that. Sorry, no one knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, I definitely like I've only ever the only time I've recently ever put my camera on automatic, which felt weird, but I just could not figure it out, was during the wildfires that we were having on the West Coast.
Mhm.
Seattle was like covered in smoke, and I was trying to take pictures of it, and my camera was just freaking the fuck out. It like could not figure out what was going on. And I was like, fuck this. I don't want to be out here anymore. But I just want to get this picture. So I sacrilegiously put my camera on auto and just fixed it later in
Sometimes
editing. But
it's fair. Like, if it gets you the picture, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Especially if it's something like monumental like that, because you
Yeah,
can always
totally.
fix it.
yeah, totally.
Kevin's just
And-
like, yo, I know what's going on.
Oh. You know,
Kevin has 2 of my photos hanging up in his room.
Oh my god, that's so precious. I love that.
They're 2 photos that I made in college. They're film photos that I did on what is it called? Like large frame film photos or something. I can't remember, but it's a very like ancient form of photography that they did in like the early 1900s, and I took a class about it. And we went to a Japanese garden, and I took pictures of like the bridge in the Japanese garden, and Kevin has those photos hanging up on his wall.
That's badass.
I
Um,
also have a big titty anime girl hanging up on my wall.
Classic.
Don't you have 2?
No, I gave the other one to Coral.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you had 3 in total though.
I'm not hanging that third one up.
I asked him not to. He also has a drawing in his room of us that my friend Lakira did. And then I have drawings of us that he commissioned from his friend of us as our Animal Crossing characters.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, very cute.
That's nice.
Sorry, I don't have one of you, Alex.
What do you mean? What?
What? Alex, you're up next.
Well, I'm dumb, so I don't know anything, man.
You don't know anything?
Oh,
You don't know anything about the seas or the clouds or the weather?
No. It's not like I work in that field or anything.
All right.
Okay, no. I'm sorry. I was gonna. Well,
Tired of
on
you
the
being a
topic
little
of
shit, Alex.
Alright, on the topic of drawing, just like Coral said about her like not doing photography because she's burnt out of it and going to school and stuff for it. Originally, when I graduated high school, I wanted to pursue an art degree, and because I wanted to specifically, I wanted to work on art for video games and like like other like forms of media, like digital media. So I got really into art in college, and I did 2 years of art classes, and I started like like if I showed you like my start to like where I am now, like the progress is fucking it really shows. But like yeah, college taught me all about art and stuff like that, how to properly like do certain things when you're drawing and painting. I mean, I still fucking suck at painting, but drawing I'm good at. And I usually drew realism. I wasn't really good at drawing. Like if you asked me to draw a cartoon or like anime or something like that, I'd like shit my pants because I don't know how to do that. Even though like it looks kind of simpler, when I draw more like ask me to draw like Kevin, I'd be like, okay, I got you, because I'd be able to put more detail and stuff into it, and I know what Kevin looks like because I stare at his picture all day.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I had a picture. I was drawing it. It's one of my favorite pictures, but I never finished it. I don't know where it is because I have my old art portfolio back at my mom's house. But I was drawing a picture of a Jin from BTS because he was my favorite member, and he still is because BTS is awesome, except for their new song. But I drew a picture. I was drawing a picture of him. Like, man, this is fucking good, and like it was so detailed. It was so nice. It was all there. Then I got to the hair, and I forgot that I never learned how to properly draw in or color or shade hair. So it's just his face, and there's like no hair.
Is he
does really
bald, or did you not draw
I drew the outline for it. Like there's just a big like line, like what I wanted the shape to be. I was like, okay, how the fuck do I go about this? And so I know a lot about drawing and quite a bit about like drawing techniques and art and stuff, except for hair. That it will always evade me. It's like how like a lot of artists like they make jokes about not being able to draw hands. I can't draw hair,
Interesting.
Peace, dude.
dude. Yeah. Other than that,
I mean-
there's also what?
I feel like you could really like nail like a style by just like not including hair and just doing like specific facial features, because there's so many unique art styles that people do where they like, oh, it's super minimalist, it's super detailed, it's, you know, it's like, I feel like just doing specific features of a face, if done correctly, which I feel like you probably have done, could be a really interesting art style to show off.
Yeah, I actually a lot of my art projects I turn in for school because I base my original stuff. I never really made original art. I would always do art for like, I mean, I'd always like draw something from memory, but like I never had an original idea much. But like whenever I did, I tried making my art based off of the artist Chiho Aoshima. She's a Japanese artist, and I really like her work. I saw her work one day because there was an exhibit for her at the Asian Art Museum in Seattle, and I just went one day, and I was just like, "Oh my fucking god, this stuff is fucking awesome!" And I was just like really into it. So then I tried basing a lot of my original stuff to make it look similar to like what she did, and I was just like, yeah, I just really liked it.
You might have mentioned it, and I might have like not heard. But which medium do you use?
To what, draw?
Yeah.
Straight up, pencil paper. I never had a drawing tablet or anything, just because when I was super into art back then, I couldn't afford it. I mean, I can now, but I'm not into art really anymore.
Do you have like a pencil kit with like the different what do they call it? Like it's not shades, like thicknesses?
Yeah, I do. I usually
Okay.
just you know those I usually get the all graphite pencils, so the whole thing is just graphite. There's also I also like using charcoal. Charcoal is like one of my favorite things. It's like so much easier to shade and do some stuff with charcoal.
Yeah, charcoal is great. I loved
Yeah.
using that in school.
Yeah.
Pastels were some of my favorite, even though they were like really messy and it was hard to like.
Oh, dude, absolutely. I loved pastels were like one of my favorite things to like do because I was like, man, like I learned a lot of my coloring from using pastels.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was a
Post
super.
some of your work, man. If you have like digital scans or photos.
I have some. I think I have this. I don't know if Kevin has it, but I sent him one of the pictures I drew. It's one of my first art projects that I did that I was like, wow, I'm actually doing pretty solid. And I sent it to all my friends when I did it. And then Kevin made fun of me because the picture looks like really nice. And then you see my signature with a smiley face at the top right. And yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's that. I mean, my mom posted on Facebook like years ago.
Yeah, that's where you find it then.
Yeah. And
Alex, do you have any tips for people who are trying to start learning?
Any tips for people that are trying to start learning? Let's see. When I started, oftentimes when I was first starting to draw, a lot of people do like very hard presses when they draw. So like it's like when you write, you're like making sure it's on the paper. Some people when they draw, they press too hard because unless you're absolutely sure of that's how you want it. Because like some people draw and they're like pressing hard as fuck on the paper, so like you can't erase it, you can't like use it as a baseline for anything. They just press hard and they whatever they want in their mind, it just comes out. And I'm like, okay, fuck you, because I try. Because some people are just naturally like that. But like when you're first starting, make sure not to press too hard on the paper. Like usually what I like to do, you just grab the pencil if you're using like a regular like graphite pencil, grab it by the end and like hold it very lightly. And it may seem like kind of like awkward at first to like draw lines like that. It's just for like drawing like, if you want to like draw something and then trace over it later, stuff like that. So
yeah,
you,
that's a starting out sketch.
yeah. So you start doing stuff like that, and then when you're sure of yourself, then you do that. It's often like when you draw too hard, your mistakes are left on the paper. You can't erase it. Plus, if you use that, it's easier to shade because because if you're always starting out light, it's easier to shade. Then you could start light, get darker. But once you go dark, you can't get rid of that if it's too dark because you can't erase it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Smart. That's solid advice.
Yeah, it's a good way to think about it. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Also, there's nothing wrong with tracing.
I was just about to ask, do you have an opinion about tracing? Because I have like this, like I have like a million drawing ideas in my head, but I don't know how to draw. But like I want to get them out in a sketch so that I don't forget them. I have them all like written down, but like I feel like I'm gonna like forget what I'm thinking it looks like, and so I was gonna ask if you had an opinion about tracing.
Oh yeah, it's tracing is always like very kind of iffy. So like some like if you like one thing that I tried doing, rather than tracing like a whole thing, of course a whole image, I would trace parts of like shapes of stuff and put it together to make an image. Stuff like that. I would also tracing is like I think tracing's fine just because it gives you a baseline of how things should look, and like how like it just helps as a baseline in learning. There's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with tracing as long as you give. So like so like I said, nothing wrong with tracing, but my cousin, right?
Oh.
Oh
no.
Tried drawing anime stuff, and I was like, okay, fine. And it was like, God, it was awful. And like, they're not gonna fucking watch this, so like, I could easily just say, yeah, it was bad, right? And I was like, he's like, hey, can you give me some advice? Because like, you're doing art for college, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do so and so. And then my advice was never taken, right? Right, and it was just the same like bad stuff. And I'm only saying that because when I gave the advice and you're not following it and stuff like that, it was bad. Like, of course, there's a start. I'm only saying that it's bad because one day, he's like, oh, hey, look at this. And I was like, oh, wow, it looks a lot better. And like, it looks pretty good. Like, cause it was an anime girl. I was like, oh, it looks pretty good. Like, oh, sweet. And it's like, oh yeah, it took a while drawing it. And I knew he didn't draw it because his previous drawing from like a week, or not even a week, a few days before, it was it's like when you try drawing an anime character and you just make their face a triangle.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so he showed me and I was like, what the fuck? This is like actually like a character. And then I looked, I'm like, there are no erase marks. There are no parts where you are like sketched or edited, because I know when you're trying to make something, you often, if you're new to drawing, you're not going to get it right the first time. So that's why you draw lightly and then you fill it in when you are sure of it. There was none of that. It was just the hard lines. It was all not all of it, but like all the lines are one stroke. That's how you know. Because usually there's multiple, you could tell if there's multiple strokes in a picture drawn. And it was all one stroke. So I knew it was fucking traced. And there's nothing wrong with tracing, but when you trace and say it's original, that's when I get upset.
Yeah. You're plagiarizing.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's nothing wrong with tracing, but don't trace and then say I'm a good artist out of nowhere. When like you could trace and then be like, oh yeah, I'm learning and stuff. It's great. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you trace and say, and you try to boast about it, I'm like, no.
Totally.
You tell him.
Yeah, it's like when you hand your big brother the controller in Smash Bros. And you say you're good.
All right, we're coming up on time here, so let's answer this next topic really quick. If you had to eat a crayon out of the box, what color would it be?
Oh, dude, I fucking know this one.
The golden school bus color.
Oh no, dude. So I had those. Okay, golden school bus is good though. I'll say mine last if other people want to go.
Do I have to answer this?
Yeah.
We had like this really good sentimental question. and you go with the crayons.
Well,
Gotta
the
keep it
podcast
rolling.
needs,
We gotta go in
it
order.
needs this. Yeah.
Okay.
We still have more
Um,
questions. Don't worry. Or topics.
I feel like because my favorite Starburst is the yellow one, I feel like I would try to pick one that looks like the yellow Starburst.
Fair. Jonathan.
This is the quality questions I live for.
Of course.
I mean, I go with purple for everything else, so purple, because
Just like regular purple.
like royal purple, like the
Okay.
dark
Ooh.
purple.
Thick purple.
Sticky.
I've always had this.
like dark purple is just associated.
We just sexualized purple.
Good thing. All right, I knew I shouldn't have answered that question.
Well, I see how it is.
Alex.
Oh, dude, when I was a kid, man, I didn't really have.
I launched on those crayons.
Yo, I snacked on the. No, I'm just kidding. But I would always play with my crayons because, like, I didn't have a lot of action figures. I mean, I had some at home, but I wanted to play action figures at school and I couldn't, right? So I used the crayons and, like, would break them and, like, they're fighting each other and, like, the winner was the one that didn't break. So, like, I had the big pack of, like, 100-something crayons.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it was Crayola, so you know it's that good shit,
With
right?
the sharpener in the back.
Dude, yes. So like, I had the big pack of crayons. One of them was like a banana. It's the color it said was banana,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like exactly like
Oh.
when you peel a banana, what the inside of the banana
Yeah.
looks like with the part you eat. It looks pretty much just like that. And I was always like, this color looks good, like. It makes me hungry, and that's always been like, I was made to answer this question, Kevin. But the banana
Oh my
color
God.
and the banana color and the Crayola 64 or 100 something pack, that color is what I will eat, and I will gladly eat it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we're going to round up this podcast with the final topic. What is your advice to your younger selves out there? I'll just cap it off with get a haircut. Child, please get a haircut. It's way too
Yeah.
long.
Kevin, use shampoo, dude. In 8th grade, you had mad dandruff.
Get a haircut, wash your hair. Lotion, dude. You had dry ass, scaly skin. You fucking eczema. You're a mess, dude.
You fucking mess, man.
Keep up the good fight, though. It does get better. And cherish your dog, Pepper. And, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You're so cute when you were little, though.
That was very, very brown as a kid.
He was a different breed.
I was.
Different breed.
Next.
I'll go. I guess I'll go. Younger Alex. We're just talking junior high Alex, because elementary school Alex was the coolest fucking kid in the block.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, shower. Use shampoo, because I would shower and not use shampoo, so my hair was really greasy. And like, I would never wash my hair, so my hair was super like. Kevin had dandruff, like falling out like snow, but my hair was greasy and slick as fuck, and it was really long. Like Kevin's was like thick and straight. Mine was like long and wavy, and like I got that ducktail from the back, like it would curl. And it was like the grossest thing.
It's me right now.
Yeah. What else? Wear your retainer, because I have to wear braces again, and it cost me $6,000 and it sucks. I finished paying it off this year.
Oh, right on.
So yeah, great. Do your homework.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't do that, so that's not good advice. What else? Oh yeah, Alex, 8-year-old Alex, because I always think about this every now and then. It's a core memory, like Inside Out. And
Oh
Al,
my, I
to eight,
love
to,
that you made that reference. Continue.
yeah, the 8-year-old Alex in second grade, when the music teacher asked who wants to do who knows how to break dance, and so they could break dance for an assembly for the class. Don't offer to do the worm and flop around really fucking stupid like, because everybody laughed, and I remember that. And it sucked because people thought I was joking, but I was trying my goddamn best.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So at least they thought I was just being funny, but I was actually trying to do the worm, and I looked like a dying fish. So don't do that,
God.
8-year-old Alex.
Oh.
And I guess one more thing. Don't get into anime. Just look at me. just look at me now. I'm ruined. I mean, I may look like I'm much cleaner and much nicer now, but on the inside, I'm a fucking wreck. All right.
They did this to me.
Yeah. That's to really, really young Alex. Like, just put those Yu-Gi-Oh! 6-year-old Alex, put those Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards down.
Oh my god.
Pick up some baseball cards.
Oh my god.
Then you'll turn into a racist.
Oh, that's it.
Right on.
Got it. I have a controversial thing to say to my younger self.
Go for
Drop out of high school and go to trade school when you thought about considering going to trade school. Because trade school is honestly not that bad, and it's a viable career choice. And staying in high school will just keep making you miserable. So be the rebellious child and drop out of high school, because you'll get nowhere with high school.
I know a guy that did that.
And then go be a pastry cook at 16, and then be a better pastry cook at like 20 when you decided to become a pastry cook. And that's it. And
Oh, yeah.
like, listen to your mom, I guess, but also don't, because she gives really bad advice sometimes.
All,
Oh my
all of our
God.
moms, honestly.
Yeah, but drop out of high school. That's all I got to say to my younger self. Just drop out.
Hell
It
yeah,
is the
dude.
best choice that you would make. That's all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Cool.
Oh jeez.
Girl has no regrets.
I have many regrets. God. I had a very tumultuous childhood. I would say to my younger self, to not be friends with any of the people you were friends with until your senior year of high school. This is the only good friends you ever had. And don't go to don't do fucking photography school. That was a waste of your time. Also, don't go to a private university, you dumb clod. You are so in debt. Just for God's sakes, stop dating white boys. That's the number one
My
piece of advice I would
God.
give my younger self. Do not date white boys anymore. They
I
are
don't,
not
I
worth
don't know
your
if that's
time.
racist or not, but hey.
It's not.
Honestly, it's solid advice.
Yeah, I wouldn't date white boys either.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. That's I think my number one piece of advice is pretty much all of my problems in life have been caused by white boys. I think that would be my number one piece of advice.
Sorry, Micah. You're out of the.
Sorry,
you're
Micah.
out of
This
the group.
is why you've been striking out lately.
I have listen, as friends, they're fine. As romantic partners, awful. I started dating Kevin and my life went like exponentially better.
I mean, that's because
Like-
Kevin entered your life. What do you mean?
I know. Such a good boy.
That's when, like, when I first met Kevin in elementary school, like, my life was awful, and then the next day, I gotta say, I became a new man.
We got in trouble for talking during reading time, and we both got kicked out of the room.
Oh my god. dude.
Oh my god.
With that being said, that this podcast is coming to an
Wait,
end.
wait! I have one more thing.
Yeah, Alex, what's that one more thing?
It's this fucking funny thing I see. Like, I don't. Maybe it's Halloween related. I don't know, but it's like a movie poster. And I just wanted to say it because I think it's funny. And I just pulled it up.
Okay.
It's like a dude in a hood, an orange background. It's like a movie poster, like a scary movie poster. And it's like, the caption's like, say his name. You won't be laughing when he kills you. And then the title says, the pee pee poo poo man.
Oh my god.
It's like that's my really shitty sense of humor. That's just like I think it's really funny. Kevin, find it. Put it on screen. Put it on screen, Kevin. Find it. Put it on screen. The pee pee poo poo man.
As you can see right now, it's on screen. I do have an editing software, so hopefully it shows up.
Gotcha.
So with that being said, say any final words for everyone out in the world. Alex, final words.
Namaste, brother.
Namaste, brother. Jonathan, what you got?
Blender.com/honey. Honey.com/blender.
Honey.com/blender.
This is why you see. This is why we don't do ad reads.
Hashtag Coral, what's up? What you got?
I love you.
Oh,
That's my only. That's all I can think of.
It's gay.
And
You can do
crock
it.
pots are cool. I just got one. I forgot to add that.
Pop-Tarts?
Crock pots.
Oh yeah, crock pots are sick.
And
Instant pots as well. Game changer.
Game changers. And peace out, dudes. Say bye, everyone. Bye.
No.
Bye.
Hi.